Hey guys, what's going on here? It's Future Hunter, and there is some juicy news about OpenSea going public. In this video, make sure to watch because all the way through I'm going to be going over a lot of details about the hints at it, what people are saying, what the CFO of OpenSea is saying, what Twitter's saying, and just some of the outrage that's out there right now. Before we start this video, I just want to let you know that this is not financial advice. Nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. Let's get right into the video. I'm going to switch over to my cam with my desktop, and this first article is by Decrypt. The headline is OpenSea IPO hints prompt criticism from crypto users expecting a token. So what this means, this headline is saying there is a lot of users of OpenSea that have been using it for a few years that want tokens, maybe for their NFTs, the amount of NFTs or whatever they have, because the value that it would bring if OpenSea did that, and bringing value that way instead of going IPO. So there's a lot of backlash on Twitter from collectors and all over, and we're going to be going into this. This is going to be crazy. So if you didn't know, OpenSea is the leading NFT marketplace, and there's plans for it to go public, but I'm going to show you what their CFO said soon and why it's like, okay, are they actually going to go to public or whatever? Let's read this brief. OpenSea hired a new chief financial officer, Brian Roberts, who said he's working on the company's upcoming IPO. Some NFT collectors are upset over the news, believing that OpenSea should launch a token instead. If you remember this top comment here, this post right here, we're going to look at it here in a minute and be like, what? So, OpenSea's had a huge surge in NFT trading volume. I mean, in the past months, in the past year, or whatever you want to call it. And people are wanting to get rewarded with an airdrop. Kind of like you did with Ethereum name service, ENS. If you held, a domain name or whatever, that could have been just $100, a couple $100, depending on fees and all that. You would have got dropped tokens, ENS tokens. And if you would have had a lot of domains, you made a bag on it. And so people are kind of wanting that. They want it, So the crypto NFT platform OpenSea yesterday announced their intentions to launch an IPO. Some crypto fans lashed out, not launching a game token instead. So I also want to find where it's at. But let's read this. In an effort to filter resolved issues out of our inbound and better serve our customers, we ask that you simply rely to this ticket in order to keep it open, and it will be answered by the next available agent. We apologize for the delay as well as any inconvenience this may cause, and sincerely thank you for cooperation and understanding while we scale our support team. Sorry, I just got a call, but we're just going to power through this. This article is on basically people are complaining that OpenSea can't even open tickets, and they're focusing on all this other stuff instead of growing this part of the company, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go over to this NASDAQ post where it says NFT marketplace OpenSea valued at $1.5 billion. That is a whopping number in a $100 million funding round led by A16Z. But let's pay attention to when it's published. This was July 20th. Guys, it's been months since then, and I guarantee you this valuation has gone much higher. With the likes of Coinbase wanting to launch their own NFT platform, this is a very lucrative market. So another reason where OpenSea could gain a lot more money as well is if you look at this cross-chain marketplace. So they plan to support NFT sales from networks like Flow and Tezos in addition to Ethereum, the Medium's historical hub, which would be huge because there is huge problems with the gas fees and people complaining about those as well. But I do want to go over to Twitter because I want to take a look at some of the comments and some of the clarity. So if you remember talking about the CFO saying there was like miscommunication or whatever, let's talk about that. So that one post was saying that the CFO says that they're going to do an IPO, but this is his tweet right here on Twitter. There was an inaccurate reporting about OpenSea's plans. Let me set the record straight. There is a big gap between thinking about what an IPO might eventually look like and actively planning one. We are not planning an IPO, and if we ever did, we would look to involve the community. And then right below it, here's some of the comments that I want to take a look at. Sucks to hear OpenSea is selling out and doing an IPO. Their VCs didn't get them to where they are today. We did. Just another reason why I can't wait for Coinbase NFT. If we're using corporate vehicles, we might as well use the one that won't go down 3 times a week. Wow, that's hefty because they're calling out OpenSea for going down a few times a week, even though they love the platform. And they're like, if we're just going to go mainstream, might as well go with the Coinbase NFT that's going to be launching soon. And then there's people talking about like why IPO. I thought IPOs were a thing of the past. Launch a governance token and reward the community that built your revenues. OpenSea should be part of the future digital movement, not just profit from it. Interesting challenge for OpenSea. If they go pure IPO, most users will flee to other decentralized member-owned options. They die. If they make some weak token play, but still IPO, they die. If they go completely member-owned via token, they'll live but can't IPO. Jeez, that's crazy. Wow. There's a lot of stigma from people who are especially been here since the beginning on OpenSea and growing it and being in the community who are really upset. And then you have a lot of people that are like, is it a bear or is it a bull? Like, is it saying they're going to get a lot of traction? You know, like right here, OpenSea announced they're going public with an IPO. Who's that in the announcement pick? Mutant Cats, probably nothing. So they're saying, hey, we're getting exposure. They're going to be going public. We're going to be getting a lot of more money coming in. But it's not about the money. It's about the community. And I guess even bad exposure is exposure to projects. But is this the way people want to do it? I don't know. You leave your thoughts in the comments and we'll see. And right here, before we finalize this video and go on to the next thing, I want to say, here's an update. I have been informed by very reliable sources that an IPO is not planned. I repeat, no OpenSea IPO. That is huge. All right, guys, so moving over here, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you leave something in the comments that you want me to talk about, I'll take a look, I'll do some research, and I'll make a video about it. I love making these videos. Thank you guys who supported and watched the first video. This one might be a little bit overview of like some news, but I think it's important to take a look at where this space is going. These are the battles we're going to be seeing, the community crying out, saying, hey, we were here, we helped grow, we want decentralized, stop going mainstream. And then you got people who they said if we ever did, I know they have to at least think about it, right? Because when you grow it that big and have that much value and want to grow, and the amount of money that could be there and raised through that type of thing is huge. You have to at least think about it. But let's go back to the roots of where this all is and what the community is. So it's going to be interesting. Do you think there's going to be a token for OpenSea? I don't know. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Peace.